Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. And in today's video, this is like the fourth video in our series of understanding ChatGPT, especially for beginners. And in this video, we are going to tackle long form prompts and also how to upload and attach a file to ChatGPT. So in this video, mostly we're going to cover multi-line prompting and uploads of PDFs, spreadsheets, and even images, and kind of like see how ChatGPT can analyze those images so you can get very valuable insights from them. So the reason why this matters is because it's going to really open up a new world of possibilities, especially with ChatGPT. And you get to get very specific requests. You get more specific requests. You're going to have the ability to analyze your own data and even have ChatGPT see the world through images. So the first part is going to be mastering long prompts, and like we talked about in the previous videos, prompt are basically the questions that you're going to be posting to ChatGPT. So each question, so for example, if you post a question like what is the weather today, or how do I bake a cake, so that question is what we call a prompt. It is the communication that you have with ChatGPT, and the better you become at it, the more you'll be able to get better results or better requests from ChatGPT. Can't be able to say that name. So I have this very long prompt that we are going to be using, and I just want to show you how you can use that in ChatGPT. So I'm going to copy that, come to ChatGPT, and then put it here. So for example, here when we have give me a recipe for dinner tonight, I'm going to come to this part here, and then I'm going to click Shift+Enter. And the reason I'm clicking Shift+Enter is because if I just click enter, it's going to give ChatGPT the prompt, which I'm not ready for that yet. So when you create Shift+Enter, it's just going to create a new line under that. So for example, here I want to create a new line after the word kitchen, so I'm going to click Shift+Enter. It's going to, you can even do that again. So the really important bit with this is that it gives you an opportunity to go through your prompt, make sure that you've written the correct thing, because when it's all like in one paragraph, it's a bit too squeezed. So this one just kind of like helps you create an idea or just create a visualization of your prompt, and if you need to make any changes. So for example, this is give me a recipe for dinner tonight. I have a recipe, I have chicken, bell peppers, onions, and rice in my kitchen. I want something healthy that can be prepared in under 30 minutes. Please include nutritional information and any possible substitutions for ingredients. I'm just going to click that, and then I'm going to click enter. So what that's going to do, it's going now to come up with a recipe for that, which is looking kind of good. Yeah, so every time that you want to create a new line and you have like a very long prompt, for example, just click Shift+Enter, and then it's going to create a new line. You don't necessarily have to copy it bit by bit. Yeah, so I'm happy with this. So give me a recipe for dinner tonight. So you can see that's a recipe here, and after that it was I told it what I have, and then I want something that's going to be healthy and prepared in under 30 minutes, and include any nutritional information and any possible substitutions for ingredients. So we have the nutritional information here, and I just want to see how it has like taken the prompt and then answered it bit by bit. So like, for example, it was give me a recipe for dinner tonight, which it has done, and then after that I have chicken, bell peppers, onions. So it took that into consideration. It was coming up with the recipe, and then I want something healthy that can be prepared in under 30 minutes, which is again as part of the recipe. And then please include any nutrition information and any possible substitutions. So we have the recipe there. We have nutritional information here, and then we have substitutions here. So it kind of like breaks it down into something that's a bit easier to understand. So if it's easier to understand for you, it's going to be easier to understand for ChatGPT. So that's why I feel like it's really important to be using the Shift+Enter if you have very long prompts, or if you have things that are happening in stages. Okay, so the second use case that I find like to be really helpful is the fact that now we can upload PDFs, we can upload spreadsheets, you can upload text files, and you also can upload images. And the reason for this is that it's really helpful because it gives ChatGPT a starting point into your document, and also into your context, into what you're trying to achieve. So for this example, I'm going to upload my CV and then a job application, or the job description that I want to apply for, and then I'm going to upload my CV, and then I'm going to tell ChatGPT to kind of like tailor my CV for that specific job. So the prompt that I'm using, you can really use any other prompt. This is just an example. So I'm going to copy this prompt, and the prompt is, I've attached my current CV and the job description for a position I'm applying for. Please analyze both documents and rewrite my CV to specifically tailored for that job. highlight relevant skills and experiences that match the job requirements, and suggest any additional sections I should add to it for that to select for me to stand out as a candidate. So I'm going to copy that prompt. There's a prompt that you can get with ChatGPT as well. Just describe to it what you want. So when I'm ChatGPT, I'm going to click on the pencil icon there, top left, and it's going to bring me a new chart. I'm going to paste our prompt there. But now I'm going to attach my CV. So I'm going to click on the plus icon here where it's upload files and more. Click on that, and then I'm going to get 3 options: to connect to Google Drive, connect to Microsoft Drive, or upload from computer. So I'm just going to click upload from computer. Once you've clicked on upload to computer, you're going to select your file based on where you've saved it, and then after that it's going to upload. And then once it has uploaded, I'm going to go to LinkedIn. So I'm going to apply to one of these jobs, and now I'm going to rewrite my CV tailored to that. So I'm going to click on the first job. So I'm going to copy everything from here. I'm going to copy everything up to somewhere there. I think that's okay. Copy that, and then go back to ChatGPT and then paste it there. So this is about the job. So again, I'm going to click on Shift+Enter like that, paste the job there. So that's about the job, and then now we have our prompt there and we have our CV. So once we have everything that we need, I'm just going to click enter, and then ChatGPT is going to go through the job application, the job description, sorry, that I've just entered, and then after that it's going to go through my CV and then tailor my CV for that specific job. Okay, so here it is. It's pretty good actually. So I like this because it went through everything. It went through the job requirements and then came up with or tailored my CV specifically for that job. So the only thing that now I need to do is copy paste into a new document, and then I'm going to send this document for that specific job. So this is something that you can do with as many jobs as you want, as you're applying for. So you can take the job description, copy to ChatGPT, paste your upload your CV, and then it's going to tailor your CV for that specific job. You can actually do this once because ChatGPT does have memory, so you do not necessarily always have to upload your CV. It can always remember what your CV was like, and that is if you've put that part on, which I showed in the last video. So it will remember what your CV is, and then now what you need to do is just be copy pasting the job description, and then it's going to tailor your CV for that specific job description. So that's a very handy tool that I found with ChatGPT. Most people definitely should be using it more. Okay, on the third section of the video, we're going to go through the fact that ChatGPT can now analyze images. So on my screen right now, we have an error message that most people have received at some point in their lifetime, and this is just a Windows detector. Windows detected a hard disk problem. So this is just an error message that you can get, and what you can do is take a screenshot, post it to ChatGPT. If there's any error message that you get on your computer or on your phone, or even if there is like a screen rush that you had, like there's a friend of mine who had like a screen rush, and then posted that to ChatGPT, and it could be able to kind of like give an idea of what that could be, whether it's a rash or it's an allergy. So in this specific video, we're just going to go through an error message or a computer error message. So I'm going to copy that screenshot and then post it to ChatGPT, and then it's going to be able to analyze the image, give me possible solutions, and also ways in which I can prevent it. So I'm going to copy this image. I'm going to copy the image, come back to ChatGPT. Okay, I'm going to paste it there and then say something like, I'm getting this error message. Can you please explain what it means in simple terms and give me a step-by-step instructions on how to fix the problem? So I'm going to paste it there. It's going to analyze that image and then come up with ways that I can fix it and why that happened. So for example, here, step 1, instruction to fix the problem. Backup your important files immediately. Since your hard disk might fail, you should copy important data to another location. So that's true. Check the hard disk for errors. That's very good. Check the health of your hard disk. Also like gives you code and also explains how you can use it, especially if you're not like very good or if you're new to coding. Okay, now that we're done with that, I'm going to ask it, are there any preventive measures I should take to avoid this error in the future? Yes, prevent this hard disk, regulate backup of your data, keep your data on a healthy drive, avoid physical damage. Okay, yeah, these are pretty good examples. It's a pretty good example. Or upgrade to an SSD, which is very true. Yeah, so this is just an example of how ChatGPT can be used to analyze images. So if you have an image, it really can be used to analyze a lot of images. So if there's like I said, the example that I used is a friend of mine who got a rash and like on their hand, and they didn't really know where it was from. So you can take a picture of that, post it through ChatGPT, and then ask it. It's not really going to give you correct medical advice. That's something that you'll always have in mind, but it's going to give you an idea of what that is. So for example, whether it's going to be a rash, you will know whether it's an allergy or you have chickenpox. So it's good to know. It's good to have an idea. I think that's what I love about this is now the bar of information and knowledge is kind of like down right now, so most people have access to it, which is good. Okay, now for the last part of the video, we're going to go through the fact that ChatGPT can now analyze spreadsheet. So I have a spreadsheet that I want us to go through, so I'm just going to copy the prompt, and the prompt for this one is going to be analyze this budget spreadsheet and then suggest 3 areas that I could reduce spending. Also create a pie chart description showing the percentage breakdown of my expenses. So I'm going to copy that prompt, come back to ChatGPT. I'm going to click on that plus button there, upload from computer, and then I'm going to get the spreadsheet that I just downloaded. So here it is. I have a sample CSV. That's our prompt right there, and I'm just going to click enter. So it's going to analyze the spreadsheet. Here we are. Let me just show you what that looks like. Okay, so this is a spreadsheet. So we have rent right here. Let me just give you that. So we have rent, utilities, groceries, dining out, transportation, subscriptions, entertaining, shopping, savings, and debt repayment. So we have that. That's the category, and then in amount we have this. So that's what it has already gone through here, analyzed it, and then came up with ways that I can reduce on spending. So suggest areas for spending regulation, dining out, cut that, shopping, cut that a bit, entertainment, cut that a bit, pie chart description of breakdown. Here it is. We'll do like a visual. Yes, I'm just going to say yes here, and then it's going to give me a visual pie chart. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. So yeah, that is so cool. So here we are, expense breakdown. We have the savings here, 13.37. 13.7, sorry. And then we have shopping, entertainment, subscription, transportation, dining out, groceries, utilities. Oh, this is good. This is really good. So now you have like a visual representation of your data. So think about this. If it's like a very large data set, you can upload that to ChatGPT, and then it's going to be able to go through it, give you a visual representation of what that data set looks like, and then that can give you a bit more understanding of your data. I should also really mention that this is limited for the free version. So for the free version, there is definitely a limit into how much you can upload or how much ChatGPT can really go through in terms of document size. So you will have to upgrade for getting a larger context window, which means that you can upload bigger and larger documents or larger spreadsheets compared to on the free version. But it's still really useful, as you can see. I hope this video is helpful. I am trying not to keep it too long, and we're going to continue this series, and in the next one we're going to have more videos, and the aim here is to make sure that it's not a very long video. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.